Hey, how's it going? It's the Polk here. Welcome back to my series as Persia in Victoria 3. If you like what you see today, please hit that like button. And also, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my content. Not really sure. Oh, it's this little war here that's causing all of my units to be fully mobilized. Let's not do that. You guys go and deal with that. But the rest of you need to demo. Anyone else? There we go. 85. Demo. Alright, let's let our economy heal for a little bit. We are on higher than normal taxation, and we have to let these convoys repair over time. We're going to go ahead and start being friendly with Britain, because I didn't actually want to go to war with them. I stated that many times. But for some reason, we have to go to war to take over tiny little pieces of slivers of our land rather than doing, you know, the friendly thing and trading for them. So, okay. We lost a few subjects, but that's fine. Honestly, they're constantly civil warring, so it doesn't really matter to me. So Britain can have fun with constant civil wars and their new subjects. They might have some oil, sure, but you know, what do they really have? 3 oil? We've got 20 here and, you know, 1 here. We're not even using it, so. Okay. Let's look here. Okay, so we did fix our engine issue pretty quickly. And the economy rebounded from that. Let's look at what we can do next for the economy while we wait. I don't think making alcohol makes sense. For the companies we have, we could push out more paper. It's actually very productive right now. If we want to get Poppy Dock, we're going to need to... Let's double check this one real quick for Poppy Dock. Have at least a level 8 for and 2,500 units of opium to foreign markets. Okay, so I don't think we have the level 8 port. Oh, we definitely do. So we have the port, now we're just needing to export the opium out, and we're exporting 1,500. So let's go ahead and start trade back up with Britain and Spain. Sorry, Iberia. Let's see if we can get those numbers higher. No, we might need more ports. Yeah, probably. I'm going to invest in infrastructure once again. We'll do another 9 of those. Wow, I can invest in infrastructure quite a lot, actually. It looks like. Decrease, road maintenance, get rid of it there. Yeah, we keep taxes pretty high right now. I'm gonna drop the military budget a little bit. No sense in having it maxed out right now. But we might actually just spam out ports for the time being. Go through that. And then max that one out. Because I think right now our only limiter for this opium is going to be the ports. Because we have a severe excess of it. So we're just going to poop out ports, and then we're grabbing more military stuff, telephone, all that stuff. I don't think we actually need that now. The only thing that we might benefit from is getting trench infantry next. Yeah, we get trench infantry next, and wargaming. See where that takes us. Hey, Poppy Doc, look at that. We just got Poppy Doc. We're going to try to get Great Game, and we're going to try to get the Eastern Frontier. So the only thing we're waiting on for Great Game is, and the Eastern Frontier is grabbing these two states here, Fergana and Tajikistan. As you can see, we need Fergana, Tajikistan, and Uzbekia. And we already have Uzbekia. So we got to take those against Russia. Looks like there's a reactionary movement. I hate reactionary movements in this game. 102 battalions are going to fight us because we have cultural exclusion. Actually, get out of my country, please. Yeah, I don't even want you here. Can we get you out of the country? Like, what are you reacting to? Nothing's changed in years. Okay, I might have to cut a few at these. What am I using this for? Okay, so we do have a road maintenance and a promote social mobility, so we'll cut those. And we're going to suppress this. It did hit suppress, yeah, okay, cool. Because I don't need this right now. I don't really understand. This reactionary system was cool when they put it in, but like it always seems like the people reacting, they're always reacting to something imaginary. So like they like the fact that we're a monarchy and that we have migration controls. We're not doing anything they hate. We're doing something they really don't care about, and that's citizenship. They'd rather be more racist. But I bet you, it's like before I had all of them in the green, and they still were pissed. So I think that system's a little broken. Like, guys, you're getting everything you want, and in this case, they're getting almost everything they want. I'm gonna take the mortality hit, minus 5% to the... I'd really hate to do a civil war right now. It's always a pain dealing with the PMs after that. Okay, I know one way we can do this is just by reducing taxes. We can always boost them when we go to war again. And yeah, putting out more ports is just, we're just constantly trading out, so I'm gonna keep increasing these, and in fact, I'm gonna go wild and add a couple of these without people, and hopefully they get people. And then we do have a ton of bureaucracy right now because of the paper, so we might be able to go with some home affairs, reducing activism and all that. So, we could go for some laws that hurt them further. Like secret police. No, I like the National Guard with the 280 battalions that we can mobilize, but this would help with tech, but it's a little late for that. We could move the voting type down to wealth. Let's do it. Start taking away power from people who are revolutionary. The Revival Party, let's go. So yeah, as soon as we downgraded the taxes, the revolution went away. No, actually, you can have fun with your problems. Ooh. I don't think that affects us, but it's bad. Okay, so let's look at our situation here. We're the number 3 military in the world. Russia's right behind us. Great Britain's behind them. Qing is still top, and Germany is still pretty high up there at number 1 or 2, I think. And for us to get more than one ally, which is what would be preferred, you know, having Germany and Qing against Russia, oop, looks like a good opportunity. Russia is at war with Tunis, and they are fighting the Ottomans. Not a huge army, but it is a distraction that I might be able to take advantage of, so. I'm going to say, give me Tajikistan. Return Tajikistan. And it looks like Romania, Argentina, and Nicaragua would join. We should still have them as an ally. Let me just double check. I'd hate to get into this without an alliance. Not that I can't beat them. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we're going to ask for that. They're going to say no, of course, and then we're going to add on for Ghana. Turn state. Oh, come on. Okay. We can find it in this giant list. At least it's at the bottom. For Ghana. And those are going to be our 2 primary demands, and that's all I really care about, honestly. And I'll probably give Qing a reason to stay in the war. So maybe a war goal and liberate. No. Liberate subject. No. I mean, they'd go for it. That's what's funny. Wish it showed where those were. Revoke a claim on. I feel like that's a reasonable. Yeah, revoke a claim in the Chinese area. Italy would join, but they're already fighting, apparently, in some war with Russia. So, I think it's the one that we were just looking at. Okay. Mobilize conscripts. Go. Go ahead and set this up. We want to take this, and we want to remove that, and put it here. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and mobilize that. That. Again, we're going to be hyper aggressive with this because I want to get this over as quickly as possible. Obviously that didn't work with Britain, but it kind of did. Egypt is damaging relations with us, so I guess, yep, Egypt's at war with us. Does anybody else want to join this war? No. Cool. Well, we don't actually border Egypt anymore, so they can have fun with that. Interesting that I can take those 3. I guess I'll add in the war reps too. But I won't make those a primary. I guess I could do a bunch of non-primaries, but I doubt they'll back down. They're uncertain. Oh, yeah, my infamy is already really high, so I'm good. And we'll have this small army floating. Are they not at the front either? Yeah. Get to the front. Actually, we'll put them on that one, and then these guys. Alright, it's going to be expensive as hell. As you can already tell. We are significantly outnumbering Russia, and that's something that's never happened in history. And our offense is higher than their defense, for once. We're getting trench work, so if we don't win this in a year, guess what? We're going to be digging trenches. This should go down a little bit, about 70k. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see if we can get some exports out. Nope, we're still building. Wow. That's a lot of cloth. I don't know if I want to export cloth. Send that to Britain. Anything that's no convoys is good by me. Yeah, Germany, you can have them close. You want some nice furniture too? Porcelain? Why is it not sorted? Should be good. It'll help fund the war effort. And we can probably stop suppressing this movement. And use that to get more, they are protesting, but hopefully that's fine. We'll get some more consumption taxes in here with tea and luxury clothes, and then we're going to bump this up in a minute. Bump it up now. Okay, so the goal is to hopefully grab these two and then be able to piece them out really quickly before we gain too much debt. And then that's going to be pretty much the whole goal of the series right there. We've been pushing for this stuff for a while. Of course, we could have, you know, been more aggressive, taken more, but eh. I'd rather keep it pretty simple, let them focus on, you know, fighting the Ottomans while we're over here beating them in the butt. Nice big Iran. Should have probably taken these guys. The other hope is I actually didn't double check Central Asia. Because this may not be all of it. Strategic region. If it's not, oh my goodness. Yeah, I can give you an embassy. There you go. Neither Russia or Great Britain have any subjects or own states in the Central Asia or Persia strategic regions. Oh, well, I guess we're not going to get this one. So, strategic regions, Persia, we're good. We're good on Persia. We have all of that. But Central Asia, we're actually going to have to push up here. Well, here. So we should have probably taken more. So I guess that's next war. But we'll at least get the Eastern Frontier achievement. Which was the initial start of the series. That was the whole point. That and we threw on Poppy Dog and the Great Game. I didn't think we'd even get close to the Great Game, and we are getting very close to it. And if we can, and you know, knock this war out really quickly, in 5 years we'll go take this bit, and then 5 years later, just as like a capstone for the game, we'll try to liberate Ukraine or something. Just as a bonus. Or we'll look at another achievement, try to grab right before the end. Okay, well, that does that. So, return that, revoke claim, and war reps. So, we might even be able to get a war reps on them, which would be awesome. So, we're probably going to want to push towards Moscow. If I had to guess. Embargo against Russia. I hate that because it kills our influence. I'm going to say, actually, I'm going to say yes. Because that hurts our alliance with Qing. Yeah, reduce that radical movement. Alright, Egypt's out. How many more allies do they have? Finland, Baltic governance, Kabul, and Uruguay. How is Kabul still in this? Come on. It's not even there. Okay. We still need ironclads, apparently. Can't believe we just let that sit there for so long. There you go. Why would the Navy need ironclads? Okay, gets a setback, but goes up to 20%. This country's having a little war. That's fine. Don't think we're gonna be able to. Nah, it's doing that thing again. Don't think we're gonna be able to get super high up here. We might pass the United States, but if you're not keeping up with the whole series, the United States isn't doing too great. They're less united. They're just states and then some United States. So yeah. Quick cursory glance at the world. Apparently Uruguay's friends with Russia. Looks like Britain and France have done a lot of work, and Ethiopia's actually gotten a lot of the interior. That's interesting. Iberia and East Africa, so Spain actually got their crap together and did a little bit. Never seen a green Santo Domingo. That's interesting. And then it looks like Mexico's gotten a little bit of a hold on Central America. Italy finally got the rest of themselves. These two states are how they should be, roughly, at this time period. Yeah. Looking pretty big. The Indies are doing the Indies, and it is the Empire of Japan, which I am going to go ahead and declare an interest over there, just so we get kind of a do an interest in Manchuria as well, so I can talk to Korea. We'll get Mexico, Brazil. Start kicking interests everywhere. I'm sure that's going to overwhelm our UI with wars that are going on all over the world, but that's what everything looks like right now. An exile at the gates. A pacifist? Sure, you can come. What are you gonna do? Fight me? Okay, yeah. Minus 15. The League of India has formed. That's cute. Well, Ching is doing great. They're doing great things. And we're doing great things. We're uncontested over here. So that's interesting. I think they just got kind of hearts of iron there, because they got into this state and now they're kind of stuck here and we've kind of closed them off, so good luck, I guess, to them. Their entire military is moving east, which is, I mean, the same front line, but still. The game's kind of going to a crawl. Hey look, Kabul's going to another civil war. I don't know why they're still in this war, man. Alright, we got Russia down to a -0. Because zeros can be negative. Honestly, this is a pretty expensive war. For me. They've lost more people in both categories. Well, I speak very quickly. Way too soon. Because I'm catching up. Yeah, I think we got it. We just gotta hold out for a little longer. Still building ports. We still need to build more ports. Go ahead and get that maxed out, I guess. Another 5 there. I don't know, that one's got 19. That's kind of wild. You see that? Looks like engines are pretty expensive too. We are producing a crap ton, so I guess I could make more engines. Look at this one. Okay, so the infrastructure there needs to be improved. I'll add a railway. We could actually just do steam trains there. Oh wow, that's solved. Well, it's not solved, but it's better. Local shortage of electricity in a bunch of different states. Market access in these states. Let's check the railways. Sorry, I know the war is kind of taking it back because we've already, we're just waiting on the tick down. So, solving some other glaring issues with the country. Yeah, cool, that's the same one. See, I already forgot what we were voting for because it's been so freaking long. Ooh, look at that, trench warfare. Now we are on the same playing field as some of these majors. Oh, just kidding, we are a major. We're great, actually. So I'll start with this one and see the trench. I don't know if I've ever gotten trench before. I've definitely never gotten mechanized or squad. So in trench, you get more ammo and more small arms. We'll upgrade these guys. We'll do a small 60 stack right here, and then our artillery's kind of backwards there. There. Okay. So we'll do that many, and then let the war in the mud. Cool. Alright, defense in depth. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna grab that. Okay, land of the rising sun with the eastern borders of Iran restored in full. Shah Ahmad has overseen the final fighting of a great historical wrong. In the fertile oasis of Khwarezmia, through Khorasan's ancient cities, to the Turanian heartlands across the Oxus, Persia's ancient eastern provinces once again answer to their rightful master. So, we go with a 20-year company throughput bonus and construction bonus for companies. Technology spread and research speed with a permanent technology spread. Or do we go for the West Triple at the Lion's Roar? Ugh. I kind of like that. I say it's been a pretty war-y type game. So I think we're gonna go for this one. It's a 20-year bonus and the game's gonna end in 10. So we're gonna get use out of it. Yeah. We get all of the claims. Because now we're gonna get a lot less infamy. We're fighting Russia and taking all of their Central Asia. So, anywho, that's going to be it for today. Next time I record, it's going to be us fighting for Central Asia. We might go over here and touch Oman or Ottoman a little bit and grab a little bit of their territory since now we have claims on most of their stuff. We might go up here and grab that. And if we still have time, I might even try to liberate Ukraine. So, I hope you've enjoyed it so far. We've gotten Iran to the number 6 power with 90 million GDP. Here's a few stats for you to look over. We're number 8 in the world. 90 million, mind you, is right behind Italy. Surprisingly, they came out of nowhere. We have surpassed India, or Orissa, and we're on the tail of the United States of America. Our literacy has gone up substantially since we invested into universities, and we have 68.6%. Our standard of living has been teetering, but also improving the whole time, and we are at 13.7, number 36 in the world. 38.2 million people live in our empire. 9 million of those are unhappy, 9.5 million. And roughly 744,000 are patriots. We do have a little bit of infamy to deal with, and we've got a little bit of a debt problem to deal with, but I think we're on our way, and when we come back to this, it's going to be a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.